welcome to Barcelona, the season opener of 2025 here for ELMS, and it's set to be a fantastic season. Obviously, starting here in Barcelona in May, we'll move on to La Castellet before heading on to Imola in July. Then we attend Spa before ELMS returns to Silverstone for the very first time since 2019. And finally, we will conclude in Portimão. As you can see, the calendar is stacked, it's epic. Are the drivers just as epic? We have some new faces here in ELMS this season. Let's meet them.
It's an amazing news. I'm really happy to be able to drive this season, to be a professional racing driver, and in ELMS I think it's amazing. It's a bit different for sure, sharing the car, a closed cockpit as well, you know, a lot of traffic, a lot of new things for me to get used to, but I have a great team, you know. Algarve Pro Racing are helping me a lot, and it's also thanks to them I can drive this year. They did a big effort to have me, and you know, I will push and give my maximum for them.
I had a test in Paul Ricard a couple of weeks back, first proper test, and still not fully familiar with everything. I think I need a bit of time to adapt to certain things, but you know, this team is very experienced. I have a lot of help from everyone, and that's always going to help. And knowing the tracks well and everything, I think is always going to play in my favor. So yeah, I'm ready for the challenge.
Yeah, I'm really happy to get back here in ELMS. It's always been a championship where I feel home, let's say. Really ready to have this new challenge. It's the first year of the team, let's say, of our crew in the ELMS, so we will need time a bit to get into the rhythm, but for sure a good challenge ahead, and ready to fight to these guys here that they showed last year and the previous year a good show, and we will try to be there from the beginning.
And not just new faces, we also have some returning favourites. Louis Delatraz is back in LMP2 Pro-Am after winning the LMP2 Championship last season. We also have the number 43 Inter Europol competition returning with an all-new driver lineup.
Strategically, you can do a lot of different things, where you place your silver driver to start, where myself and Tom will actually drive, who will actually start the race. So there's a lot of different permutations, and you've got to get that all right. Of course, as drivers, being very clean and good through traffic, good through the GT traffic, good through the Pro-Am traffic is going to be important, particularly here where Barcelona is renowned to be relatively difficult to pass. But I'm sure we'll do well. I'm sure we'll do well.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be back in ELMS with the AO by TF. I've been teammates with PJ at a few occasions. He's a very good bronze driver, keeps evolving, so I think we really have a good shot at this. We're taking it step by step. It's first race, you know, it's a championship. I would love to add a fourth crown to my titles, and yeah, that's definitely the goal. And also, if we can fight some overall victories and see where we are, we will always do.
A record record-breaking 44 entries in the European Le Mans Series this season, and LMP3 has had a big revamp, with a third generation of cars being introduced this season. Let's learn a little more about it.
LMP3 has been created by SEO in 2015. This year is the third generation of LMP3. So what has changed compared to the previous generation? Basically, we went from a V8 naturally aspirated engine to a V6 twin-turbo engine, 3.5 liters, made by Toyota. Our chassis suppliers like Ginetta, Duquesne and Ligier, let's say adapted or integrated that new engine to their existing LMP3 cars, and brought the update this year in 2025. So the new Toyota engine will deliver around 470 horsepower. That's quite impressive for young drivers, obviously. On the engine side, I don't think it will make a huge difference for the drivers. It's probably more on the setup for the teams to adapt due to that new specification. But yeah, all in all, it's a step forward. Well, basically, it's a more up-to-date engine compared to what the current engines are in the road cars. It's a turbocharged engine, probably more efficient, a bit less noisy. So it's along the lines of the target of endurance racing.
This season in LMGT3, we have double the manufacturers. Joining Aston Martin, Ferrari and Porsche, we have McLaren, Corvette and Mercedes AMG, which is driven here by the number 63 Iron Lynx.
We did this swap to the new manufacturer pretty late in the last season, and honestly, not stressed but under pressure because everything has been very short, but we feel ready to start. We are entering the season as a champion because we won last year the ELMS, so of course the ambition is to be at the front. But we have to be honest, it will be arrogant to think that we can come and win right away. There will be, of course, some work to do. I think we've done, for a short time, we had a very good development of the car. Here we have Ossi Okarinen as an engineer. He was with us last year. He was the engineer of the Iron Dames in the WEC program, so we have full trust on him.
Why should I be afraid of this car? I think it's quite the opposite. I mean, I like the car. I like how it's built, I like how it's engineered, and for us, race engineers and performance engineers, it's a really nice tool if you like to work with. Well, if you have to describe this car, I mean, it's got a nice low revving V8 engine. It makes a nice bass sound when it goes past you, but as a car, it's really versatile. It's really good to tune because it responds to the tuning very well, and I think we can tune it for our drivers very well, so make a car which is good for the endurance racing. Martin Berry is very quick bronze driver for us. He's got some experience with this car already in the past, so he knows roughly what to do with it.
And honestly, the reason having the AMG has been one of the reasons why we managed to close the deal with Martin very quickly, because he was confident, not only on the team but also on the car, because he knew it from before. So it came together very quickly once we had the AMG.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, firstly, to have one of the only cars that's still a V8 engine and is naturally aspirated, you know, the sound of the car is amazing. So, you know, it feels fantastic. So I think from my perspective and as a bronze, you know, I just like the predictability of the car. You know, it's if you treat it well, you know, the car will look after you, right? And you can, you know, really manage the degradation on the tires. So it's just a really predictable, nice car to drive. And as you know, for a bronze, confidence is everything. So if you can have a car that gives you a lot of confidence, then I think you can unlock performance and speed. So yeah, for me personally, this car really fits my driving style.
We know it's not going to be easy because this year there's new cars coming into the championship. There is Corvette, Ferrari and Porsche are always there and always been very competitive, Aston Martin. So there's a lot of friends we have to fight against, but I think we have a very good lineup. The car has proved to be very reliable in the past years, so of course the aim is to try and keep the title with us.
Incredibly, the Iron Lynx have put it on pole for the season opener here in Barcelona, the first time with their Mercedes AMG car. But now, as you can see, we are getting ready to race. We have so many fans here and lots of VIPs. But let's get the racing underway.
Among the throng of fans grabbing selfies and autographs is a very familiar face. Joining the 29 TDS Racing Team's Matthias Besch is MotoGP race winner Johan Zarco.
It's all a mechanical world that I love. And if I still want to have competition when MotoGP life will be finished, I guess it's something it might be cool to try.
As you now know, in LMGT3, Martin Berry clinched pole position with Mercedes AMG number 63 for the Iron Lynx team. In LMP3, Adrian Clomenil put the number 17 machine on pole position for CLX Motorsport, the team formerly known as Cool Racing. Giorgio Roda claimed pole position in LMP2 Pro with the 77 car from Proton Competition. In LMP2, Rashad de Geras clinched his first pole position for Duquesne in car number 30. We are ready for the first race of the season, the 4 Hours of Barcelona. Francesco Simonazzi in the green and black Ducane car pacing the field. Jonas Ried alongside with the yellow highlights for Lynx Proton. Red lights are on. It's a long hold on the straight here at Barcelona, and the 2025 European Le Mans Series is underway. Immediate pressure on the pole sitter. Simonazzi right behind him. Yellow nose, Jakub Śmiechowski for Inter Europol. He's up to second. Algarve Pro on the inside of the other front row starter. That's Matthias Kaiser, and he moves up ahead of Jonas Ried as well. Couple of cars are running out wide, but so far no major dramas. Lots of dirt on the tyres won't be helping their grip levels. So it is Simonazzi leads, Śmiechowski in second place, and then Kaiser and Ried. Ried kept his nose in front. He stays in third as they come round turn 3, down the hill into turn 5, still side by side all the way through the field. And it looks like it was a pretty clean start in the LMGT3 category as well. There's the leader, pink and white, Celia Martin for the Iron Dame. She started in second place but jumped the Iron Lynx number 63 car, Martin Berry. That's the black and yellow Mercedes in second place. Leader Francesco Simonazzi weaving to warm the tyres. Meanwhile, IDEX Sport under pressure. Jamie Chadwick down the inside of her comes Lawrence Hoare in the multicoloured DKR engineering car. He moves up to fifth place ahead of the British driver. Take a look again at the start. Poleman on the left of your screen. And as Jonas Ried makes a slightly slower getaway, it is Francesco Simonazzi with the lead from Kuba Śmiechowski with the darker yellow nose of the green car for Inter Europol. He comes through. Then the blue car, Matthias Kaiser, alongside the yellow Iron Lynx Proton car. But around the outside, brave stuff from the Iron Lynx car. Jonas Ried held on to a top 3 spot. Early problems for Team Virage heading into the pit lane. LMP3 lead battle. Torsten Tratsch has just gone out of shot, and there's Fabian Mickel, car number 11, Euro International. Paul Loncher for CLX Motorsport right behind. CLX, the team that's previously been known as Cool Racing, all top 3, very successful in the series. Here's a battle for second in LMP2 Pro-Am. Giorgio Roda on the attack. Rodrigo Sales with the blue and turquoise TDS Racing Machine, car number 29, trying to hang on, and right behind PJ Hyatt in the purple AO by TF Sport car. We ride on board with him. Spike, as the car is known, has a dinosaur-themed livery inspired by PJ's kids. Excellent stuff so far from PJ Hyatt, battling for this second spot in LMP2 Pro-Am. Here's the battle for 10th place overall in the yellow and green of Inter Europol is Portuguese newcomer Pedro Perino. And he's attacking Oliver Gray, racing for VDS Panis Racing. Another close tussle in the top 10. Down the straight, the battle for third, Jakub Śmiechowski and Jonas Ried. Now, they've both been passed by the DKR number 3 machine, but this is a battle for position. Jonas Ried has shaken off the blue Algarve Pro car, Matthias Kaiser, and is all over the back of Śmiechowski, and they're coming into traffic. Śmiechowski around the outside of the orange and black Porsche. Now, where does he go? He's going to have to thread the needle here. Underneath the Corvette and the LMP3 car, and Ried's got to run around the outside of turn 4. It's a long way round the outside, but he's gaining. He had momentum coming in, and now they come downhill towards turn 5 in favour of Jonas Ried, and he completes a great pass. Nice move up to third place. Watching in the TDS Racing Garage with Matthias Besch, Johan Zarco, MotoGP ace, enjoying the racing. Here's the battle for the lead then. Lawrence Hoare for DKR Engineering, and the turquoise backing on the number means he is an LMP2 Pro-Am driver as well. Attacking Francesco Simonazzi has got a great run down the straight as they come past the LMGT3 lead duo. Here's the battle for the lead, and Lawrence Hoare uses all of his experience, throws it down the inside, superbly controlled. Change for the lead after 15 minutes of this 4-hour race. Down the straight comes the battle for 5th place. You can see the yellow nose, that's Jakub Śmiechowski. Here comes Manuel Espirito Santo, the dark car, CLX Motorsport. He moves up into 5th from 8th on the grid. And right behind him, VDS Panis Racing Oliver's Gray, looking to have a go at Śmiechowski as well. So Kuba Śmiechowski, the Polish driver in the yellow and green car, under real pressure here. Now for 6th position from Oliver Gray. And Gray looking for a way through in a hurry. Can he go down the inside there? He cannot yet. Let's see what he can produce coming back down the hill. He's cut to the inside, and Śmiechowski. Kuba has the racing line down into turn 5. But as they sweep around the bottom here, Oliver Gray in the yellow and black machine, still pushing. And he can see that Manuel Espirito Santo has got away, dives down the inside, and that is a classic Barcelona move at the bottom of the hill.
Great job, let's keep going.
Excellent start from Oliver Gray indeed. Now he's got to really get his head down and drive away from Śmiechowski. He'll find it is easier to attack than to defend, but he is already putting ground between himself and the Inter-Europol car. In the Duquesne garage there in the headset, Gilles Duquesne, the team boss. There is his car in 2nd place, leading the overall LMP2 category, but not LMP2 Pro-Am or the overall race. And alongside comes Jonas Reed. He's got a run on Francesco Simonazzi. Simonazzi stays on the racing line. Reed brakes daringly late, but keeps it under control. He really had Simonazzi covered off. Cyril Abitaboul there, the Genesis Magma Racing Team principal. Manuel Espirito Santo on the right, attacking Matthias Kaiser for 4th, sweeps around the blue and black Algarve Pro car, and Oliver Gray, VDS Panis Racing, right there as well, trying to go the long way round the outside. That didn't quite work for him, but he too is piling on the pressure. Espirito Santo is gone, and Kaiser now having to deal with Oliver Gray right behind him. Whoa, a long way off Paul Lafargue in the Edex Sport number 28. What happened there? Looks like he just drifted wide in traffic and got into the gravel. Now that's not Lafargue, that's Racing Spirit of Le Mans, that's Jacques Wolf. Same place, this time squeezing a rival and contact. Tim Creswick on the inside had nowhere to go. Looks like he survived largely unscathed. Drive-through penalty being applied to car number 3. That's the race leader, Lawrence Hall there for DKR Enduring, orange, white and blue. For a jump start when he came from 21st to 1st, that was not as a result of the jump start alone, that's for sure. But he peels off into the pit lane, serves the penalty immediately, and that then puts everybody else up 1 spot. So Matthias Kaiser fighting off Oliver Gray for what is 4th place, will soon be 3rd place. But Gray with a run down the inside as again traffic interferes. Matthias Kaiser held up by a slower GT car, and through goes Oliver Gray. So Iron Lynx Proton leading from Duquesne, CLX in 3rd, Gray now up to 4th. Former leader Francesco Simonazzi in the pits. Replay of Michael Birch in the United Autosports McLaren taking a half spin. Was there contact? And the race leader is in the pits and in trouble. Iron Lynx Protons, Jonas Reed has come in the number 9 car, but it is being pushed back into the garage for work. That does not look like damage. Lead battle in LMP3, inches apart. Torsten Kratz, WTM by Rinaldi, and right behind him, Paul Lancher for CLX Motorsport, the former Cool Racing organisation. Great battle here. Lancher really attacking. The team had a 1-2 in LMP3 in the Le Mans Cup. There's the team boss, Nico Lapierre. He'll be hoping that Paul Lancher can get ahead of Torsten Kratz, and Lancher certainly looks to be the quicker of the two at the moment. Kratz is a crafty racer, though, a wily old fox. You're not going to catch him by surprise. You're going to have to work really hard to get by him. LMGT3 leader is in. Celia Martin has her first pit stop at the Iron Dames. All looked nice and smooth. trouble for Team Virage, and this is Jacek Zielonska, who was in early on in the race. Came in right at the very start, and he's got more trouble. That is a puncture, isn't it? Or is that broken suspension? On board with Dane Cameron now in the AO by TF car. We ride on board in Spike. Right in front you can see Proton and TDS Racing. DKR, despite that drive-through penalty, still leading LMP3 Pro-Am and in 4th place overall, where Dane Cameron is in 15th and in a battle for position. And that purple dinosaur livery makes Spike very easy to spot. Cameron shows his nose to René Binder in the grey and orange Proton competition car. Can't quite get through there. Binder having a little bobble between turn 2 and 3, and that will give Cameron a chance. Maybe Binder losing a bit of aero grip in the wake of the Inter-Europol car in front. It's not a battle for position with that car, but through goes Dane Cameron on the inside into turn 4. Makes it stick. Now can he run out wide? Yes, he does. Oh, and there's trouble behind. Ferrari in the gravel. And that is Anthony Noble. So Tony Noble in the JMW Motorsport Ferrari. And we go virtual safety car. CLX Motorsport are in, the race leaders, and Manuel Espirito Santo replaced by Enzo Fittipaldi. Yes, one of those Fittipaldis. And a return also for French driver Thomas Laurent. He's at DKR, back in ELMS after 3 years away. Good to see him back in harness as well.
Safety car, we are under safety car. Leader, slow down.
4-time World Touring Car Champion Ivan Muller, the boss of M Racing. Davide Rigon there on the AF Corsa. Pitts and Sarah Bovey keeping everything crossed for the Iron Dames as we go back to green.
Safety car is in the pits, no overtaking before the line. No overtaking before the line.
CLX leads DKR. The car third in the queue though is an LMP2 Pro-Am car. That's the TDS Racing car in 14th place, trying to unlap itself. Right behind, though, is a battle for position, and that is Roy Nissany for Duquesne and Danny Junkadea for EDEC Sport. And Junkadea goes down the inside of the Israeli driver. Nissany can't quite find the grip there. And now he's under attack from JB Simonauer in the Inter-Europol competition car. He just sweeps right by him, and that's a change for 4th place. Just in front, look at the orange nose of the EDEC Sport car diving to the inside of the 77 Proton competition car that's currently lying in 16th place. It's a Pro-Am car, but it is being driven almost exactly as quickly as Danny Junkadea's EDEC Sport car. So this is very frustrating for the Spaniard. Knows the track well, he'll know all the intricacies of how you pass in Catalonia. And he's going to have to hurry up about it. As they come up towards the crest at turn 9, he looks on the inside, no way through. Right behind him now, Inter-Europol's JB Simonauer and Roy Nissany in the Duquesne car. He shuts the door on Simonauer and also makes the move down the inside of the Proton car. So he's finally past the back marker and the door is shut firmly in front of the yellow and green of Inter-Europol. Then Duquesne looking on the inside, he can't get through, and more company from behind. 2 United Auto Sports cars currently 7th and 8th. The second of them, Gregoire Saucy, under pressure from behind. The red, white and blue of United and the turquoise and black Algarve Pros. Lorenzo Fluxer goes around the outside. The Spaniard moves up to 8th place. Iron Lynx Proton showed great speed early on before retiring. Steph is down with Jonas Reed.
Yeah, well, we pitted. Great first stint. The car was mega. The team did a good job. And then we couldn't start the engine anymore after refueling. So yeah, and then it just the whole good race was just a mess anymore, and it's just a shame.
Spin here for car number 50. That's Custodio Toledo in the Richard Mille AF Corsa Ferrari. Just running out of grip. Little too ambitious there with the throttle. On board with the 74 Kessel Racing car. Dodged that bullet. Battle for third in traffic. Oh, and contact! JB Simonauer hits Torsten Kratz. The WTM by Rinaldi LMP3 leader goes into the pit lane. But JB Simonauer in the gravel in the final turn. Now past him went the VDS Panis car that he was fighting off, or trying to. Up to third, Duquesne, Vector APR, into Europol United. They've all gone by as he finally rejoins Terra Firma, but going very slowly. Driver change, Clément Mature handing over the Aston Martin at Racing Spirit of Le Mans to Erwan Bastard. Here then is the VDS Panis car that just went by for third. Esteban Masson now chasing the orange and black IDEC Sport car of Dani Juncadella. Juncadella in traffic behind the LMGT3 car, and Masson really pushing hard here. Juncadella goes by the Ferrari. Masson's going to have to get by him quickly as well. Catches him in a slow speed corner though. Looking at the battle for fifth in LMP2, white and black, Vladislav Lomko for Vector Sport. Lorenzo Flusser, Algarve Pro, the man on the move, trying to put the move in for fifth spot. As Olivier Panis, the VDS Panis Racing team boss. Enzo Fittipaldi, the race leader for CLX Motorsport. The former Cool Racing team have taken up where they left off. They had a 1-2 result in the Le Mans Cup race on Saturday. Oh, that's the Racing Spirit of Le Mans Aston Martin. And that is Erwan Bastard. He's only just taken that car over. Going a long way through the gravel, trying to find some terra firma. Lesia Rivera leading LMP2 Pro-Am. 83 car for AF Corsa. And leading in LMP3, it's Ultimate with Jean-Baptiste Lahaye. Into the second half of this 4-hour race. Battle for second place here in LMGT3. Lorcan Hannafin in the Iron Lynx Mercedes, attacking Matteo Crisodi in the Proton Competition Porsche. Looks like Mercedes has got a little bit more pace up the hill. He's got his nose inside, and Lorcan Hannafin controls the run into turn 4. Through he goes for second. Battle for second place in LMP2 Pro-Am DKR Engineering with Georgios Kolovos from Greece aboard, but Mathieu Vaxivière, ex-Alpine factory driver for AF Corsa, slices through on the inside. He's up to second. Made no mistakes about that one. Gregor Sosi for United Autosport still under pressure from Algarve Pro's Lorenzo Flusser as they go by Roy Nissany, the Duquesne car. This is the battle for fourth place. United up to fourth for the moment, but down the inside comes Algarve Pro. We've seen Lorenzo Flusser make a pass around the outside. Now he does it down the inside into turn 1, and both times on McLaren World Endurance driver Gregor Sosi. That battle may not be over. Duquesne under pressure. Vladislav Lomko from Vector Sport passing Roy Nissany on the inside, and they've got more company behind. Nissany for Duquesne down to 7th place. The 37 CLX Pure Racing car right behind in 8th position. In the gravel, WTM by Rinaldi Racing, the long-time LMP3 leaders, now in the hands of Leonard Weiss. What happened there? Battle for second place. Dani Juncadella with a huge run on Esteban Masson in the VDS Panis racing car with the purple and yellow of the VDS organisation. And through with the orange highlights goes Juncadella for IDEC Sport, up to second. CLX still the race leaders. Esteban Masson in the pits and taking over Charles Milesi, who races for Alpine in the World Endurance Championship. Oliver Gray there debriefing Esteban Masson after Masson's first LMP2 race. And we are under virtual safety car for car recovery. Track workers doing an excellent job. Meanwhile, in the pits, CLX Motorsport, Pipa Durrani taking over from Enzo Fittipaldi. Team boss watching on.
Okay, we kindly ask you all to queue up behind car 47 so that we can start working on pass arounds.
On board with EDEC Sports, Mathis Jalbert, he's in second place. There's his teammate Jamie Chadwick, who started the race for the team. Budge up, guys. They're all trying to watch the telly. We go back to green flag racing here, just over an hour remaining in Barcelona. Pipo Derani leads them across the line with the orange highlights, Mathis Jalbert, with the yellow highlights, Charles Milesi, and then blue and black, Théo Pourchaire. He's in fourth place for Algarve Pro, putting the Inter-Europol car right behind him. On board with Jalbert, sweeping up through turn 3, climbing up into 4. And then they start to drop down the hill to turn 5. Mathis Jalbert looks like he's made a strong restart, but Pipo Derani, very experienced racer here in Europe and across the world. This is not going to be easy for Mathis Jalbert and EDEC Sport. Jamie Chadwick started the car. Danny Junkerdea has just done the middle stint, and Steph is in the garage with him.
To race at home, and especially when we're doing so good, running in second now, it's, yeah, didn't expect to be that good. It's for my first race in LMP2, but here we are, I take it.
The Iron Lynx Mercedes has been going really well in LMGT3, but trouble. Lorcan Hannafin has brought 63 into the garage. This does not look like it'll be a quick fix. Iron Lynx short on experience with this car. They've raced it once in World Endurance, and this is their debut with the car in the ELMS. So although the AMG's been around for a while, in LMGT3 mode, it is still fairly new. Still all to play for in LMGT3. This is the battle for third. David Parel, Spirit to race the green and white Ferrari, with Conrad Lawson in the 51 AF Corsa car right behind him. Iron Dames lead for Porsche, then Kessel, Spirit to Race and AF Corsa, Ferraris second, third and fourth.
Yeah, I just come into turn 7 on that last lap, and the throttle pedal, the little spring, didn't bring the pedal back, so I basically had an open throttle. So hopefully that's the last time that'll have happened. Definitely the first day I've had for me, and it's definitely not a nice experience. So I'm not only gutted for me, I mean, just for the whole team, for the whole of Iron Lynx, the whole of Mercedes. We've done such a fantastic job of turning around after Qatar. We were up, but Martin did a fantastic job with pole, 2 great stints. I was closing in on Sarah little by little, so it would have gone to the end. I'm just gutted for everyone involved.
Here is the battle for the lead in traffic. The orange nose is Mathis Jalbert right in front of us. There is Pipo Derani. So the CLX Motorsport car just inches in front of the EDEC Sport machine as they work their way through LMGT3 traffic. The AF Corsa Ferrari blocking the leader there, and down the inside comes Mathis Jalbert. He's got the jump on Pipo Derani in traffic. Derani held up again by the AF Corsa Ferrari, and now right behind him comes the VDS Panis car looking for second place. He's got the momentum. This is going to be desperate defence. The blue and black of Algarve Pro is there as well, but still in second place as they get to the apex of turn 1 is Pipo Derani. Puffer dust from the back of the blue and black Algarve Pro car, and Théo Pourchaire is in trouble. Mathieu Vaxivière is right by him. He's going the long way round the outside with the chrome highlights, the AF Corsa car, and he has gone by. Vaxivière now in 4th place.
Very good job, Vax. Amazing job, amazing job.
Michel Gattin getting ready to take over the LMGT3 leading Iron Dames Porsche. The other blue and black Algarve Pro car of Alex Quinn under pressure from Ben Hanley, the United Autosports driver, goes around the outside. The red, white and blue doesn't quite get through for 13th place. And he's got the TDS racing car right behind him. That's the number 29. Into the pits and into the garage, Duquesne. Looks like Rashad Dejeris has brought the 30 car in to retire. More action. Charles Milesi for VDS Panis Racing with the yellow highlights just inside Pipo Derani for the CLX Motorsport team. Again, they're in traffic behind the 77 Proton racing car. And Derani having to work hard here. Looks like Milesi has got the speed to get by. But can he do it? This is for third. Pietro Fittipaldi is right behind the black and white Vector Sport car. So the Brazilian adding a little bit of fire to this mix. And there is Louis Delatraz in the AO by TF car. Doesn't seem to have been any contact. Looks like the car's just ground to a halt.
Yellow. Cancel full course yellow. Cancel full course yellow. We cancel the full course yellow.
Delatraz has got going again. Lead battle, Edex Sport. That's Mathieu Chalbert with the orange highlights. Right behind him, Mathieu Vaxivière for AF Corsa, the 83 car. That is the Pro-Am leader, looking to become the overall race leader as well. Wouldn't be the first time that a Pro-Am car has won outright in LMP2. Edex Sport and AF Corsa both into the pits. Just over 20 minutes of the race remain here in Barcelona. CLX Motorsport in trouble. That's Pipo Derani. Long-time front runners, and they are dropping down the order. Looks like he's parking it in a place of safety. Game over. Drive-through penalty being applied to DKR Engineering's number 3 car, and there's trouble for DKR's number 4 car as well. We've got a virtual safety car. Wyatt Brikacek has stopped just outside the pit exit. 10 minutes left on the clock, virtual safety car. What more can this race throw at us? We go back to green, 2.5 minutes on the clock. That should be 2 laps to go. Mathieu Chalbert leads for Edex Sport, Charles Milesi for VDS Panis Racing, Pietro Fittipaldi third for Vector Sport. That's the white and black car that's 4th in the queue. Everybody very excited, they're on tenterhooks. This and one more to go. Can Mathieu Chalbert hold on to win it for Edex Sport? What about Mathieu Vaxivière there with the chrome and sunburst all over the back of Pietro Fittipaldi? Going the long way round, the Brazilian. Mathieu Vaxivière makes it work. Look at that. On the inside, he's up to 3rd place, right in front. The yellow highlights of VDS Panis. And there's the race leader. It is game on to the final lap. Down into turn 1. Vaxivière makes his move. Through he goes. Dive bomb. Charles Milesi in the VDS Panis car for 2nd. He's got a lap to win the race. Mathieu Chalbert leads for Edex Sport by less than a second from a fired up Mathieu Vaxivière.
There is a T3. There is a T3.
Vaxivière with a point to prove after being dropped by Alpine in World Endurance, and this is the chance to show that he is a race winner. All over the back of Mathieu Chalbert, half a lap to go, and look at the way that the AF Corsa car is squirming his through on the inside, straight in between 5 and 6. What a great move, a change of lead on the last lap. Pro-Am lead, AF Corsa's Mathieu Vaxivière leads, Edex Sports' Mathieu Chalbert denied 2 kilometres from the end of the race. Phenomenal finale here to the season opener of the European Le Mans Series in Barcelona. Mathieu Vaxivière, it's been a while since he's won a race, but he is on his way now, clear of Mathieu Chalbert. 3rd place, Charles Milesi, who still races at Alpine in World Endurance this year, but it will be victory for AF Corsa as Mathieu Vaxivière brings it across the line. So AF Corsa, the 2-time reigning Pro-Am champions, win the season opener. CLX Motorsport winners in LMP3, though they're denied here in the overall category. And Iron Dames claim their first victory of the season in LMGT3. A celebration for our winners, Alessio Rivera, new boy Mathieu Vaxivière, and Francois Perrodo.
Yeah, I think at the moment I'm not really sure what it means because it doesn't feel quite normal. But yeah, it's like living the dream. It's amazing. I tried to do my best, keep it on the track, no mistake. And I knew that with a good car, the Alessio and Mathieu could do a good job. But they definitely exceeded our expectations. They have done a fantastic job. Super happy.
Of course, we're on the podium. 2nd place for Algarve Pro, 3rd place for TDS Racing. And in the Pro-Am category, it is AF Corsa who have the points lead. A great start to their title defence for AF Corsa. Victory in LMP2 going to EDEC Sport, Jamie Chadwick, Matti Jalbert and Danny Juncadella. A great result for the new lineup and a first win in LMP2 for a female driver, Jamie Chadwick.
It's cool. I mean, I'm honestly super impressed also. Obviously, Iron Dame's winning as well today, so it's a great day for women in the sport. But yeah, honestly, my work today wasn't the impressive bit. I think Danny and Matisse did an awesome job, and the team with strategy, it was amazing. So yeah, great debut for us.
A brilliant start to the season for the new trio, especially given that Mathis Jalbert and Danny Juncadella had never raced an LMP car before. VDS Panis Racing taking second, Vector Sport taking third. Podium finishes all round, and that's how they line up at the top of the championship. And the EDEC Sport trio will have to back their obvious pace with experience and reliability if they're to carry on as the points leaders. New winners in LMP3, CLX Motorsport car number 17, Adrian Cromenil, Paul Lancher and Dane Theodor Jensen.
Yeah, it was a great race. I mean, Paul started off great with a really good pace, lost a few positions, but he came back. And then I jumped in for 40 minutes and we had a virtual safety car, which kind of ruined our strategy a bit. But luckily, we got back at the end with the last virtual safety car. And then Adrian brought it home.
Another new trio of winners on the top step of the podium. RLR M Sport finished in second with car number 15, into Europol competition third with their number 88 machine. So the crew of 17 lead the championship after the first of 6 races this season. CLX Motorsport have certainly carried on where their former iteration, Cool Racing, left off as one of the strongest forces in LMP3. After the disappointment of 2024, victory for the Iron Dames. Celia Martin, Sarah Bovey and Michelle Gatting claim the win.
But today, honestly, the job was made by Celia. I mean, she was amazing out there, of course, by Sarah as well. But Celia did the job today. I wouldn't say I got an easy finish because Sarah was putting a lot of pressure on me. But I stayed cool. I managed. I'm very proud of everybody today, but especially of the bronze.
That win for the Iron Dames helps put a smile back on the team's face after a big crash in the Le Mans Cup race for their team. Kessel Racing, a Ferrari in second place, and Proton Competition make it 2 Porsches on the podium and at the top of the championship as well. So the Iron Dames have the points lead. Could this be their season? Only time will tell. They have the speed, but will Lady Luck smile on the Iron Dames? There's only one way to find out, and that's to join us for round 2 of the European Le Mans Series as we say adios to Barcelona and bienvenue to the circuit of Le Castellet in the south of France at the beginning of May.